All right, so we're going to talk about adding polynomials today, and one thing that we need to remember is the definition of like terms. So just remember, like terms are terms that have the same variable or the same letter and also the same exponent. So for example, let me write a quick one here. Example, 3x squared and 2x squared. So they're like terms because they both have x squareds, okay? So we're going to use these ideas of like terms and learn how to add polynomials. It's very similar to what we did yesterday when we were simplifying polynomials by combining like terms together. So our first example here is we want to add 7s plus 14 plus negative 6s squared plus s minus 6. So when we're adding, all we really need to do is we drop the brackets. So we write the polynomial again, but we drop the brackets. So this is what we do. We have 7s plus 14. We drop those brackets and we add, actually we drop the brackets and we ignore the plus sign. So all we do is 7s plus 14, then minus 6s squared, which is this term right here, plus s minus 6. So all I did was we dropped the brackets. Let me write this down. We drop the brackets and the addition sign in the middle. So that's what I did. So now I have 7s plus 14 minus 6s squared plus s minus 6. So we saw these questions yesterday, and all we need to do is combine like terms together. So the second step that we need to do is combine like terms. Okay? So we want to combine like terms, and all that means is we're going to group our like terms together. So I'm going to look for my s squareds. My s squareds are right there, so I put them first. Remember, squareds always come first. Then I look for my s's, the ones that only have s's, plus 7s plus s. Then I look for just my numbers right here, which I'm underlining in blue, which is plus 14 minus 6. So now all I need to do is combine these together. So I have negative 6s squared. There's nothing to combine there. Then I have plus 7 plus 1, which is plus 8s. And then 14 minus 6, which is positive 8. So that's my answer for that when I add those polynomials together. And that's my answer. All right, so here's example 2. We want to determine the polynomial for the perimeter of a rectangle. So just a reminder, perimeter equals the sum of all the sides. Okay? So all we're doing here is we're adding up all the sides of the polynomial, or of the shape, sorry. So we look at the shape here on this side. We have 3x plus 2. And on this side, we have 2x plus 1. But if you notice, this side and this side has the exact same markings, which means they have equal lengths. And this side also has the same marking as this side. So what that means is this side is also 2x plus 1. And here we also have 3x plus 2. So all we're going to do here is add up all our sides. So this is what we have. We have 3x plus 2 plus 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1. So that's what I have. And then we're going to apply our same rules for adding polynomials. We're going to drop the brackets and drop the plus signs in between. So this is what we actually have. So when we drop the brackets, we have 3x plus 2 plus 3x, because this is positive, plus 2. This is also positive, so it's plus 2x plus 1. This is also positive, so it's 2x plus 1. So we drop the brackets and we simply are adding up each of our terms. So now all I'm going to do is combine my like terms together. So I'm going to find all my x's. Here are all my x's. So I'm going to have 3x plus 3x plus 2x plus 2x. And I'm going to find all my numbers, which are right here. Plus 2, plus 2, plus 1, plus 1. So all we're going to do now is add up our coefficients. We have 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. And that's going to become, well, I have 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. We have 10x altogether. And then we have 2 plus 2, which is 4, plus 1 is 5, is 6, plus 6. So that's what we have. This is our perimeter. When you add up all the sides, this is the answer that we get. 10x plus 6. And let's not worry, we're not going to do B, so don't worry about that. All right, so last example, we're going to try to add polynomials in two variables. So in this case, we have A and B. But the steps are the exact same. We want to combine our like terms together, and we also want to drop the brackets and just put our terms together. So when I drop the brackets and ignore the plus sign in the middle, this is what I get. I get 2a squared plus a minus 3b minus 7ab plus 3b squared minus, which comes from this term, I'm ignoring the plus sign in the middle, minus 4b squared plus 3ab plus 6b minus 5a plus 5a squared. All right, so I'm going to start off with my a's because my a's come before my b's, and I'm going to start off with my squareds because those come first. So I'm going to find all my a squareds. I have 2 of them right here. So that means I have 2a squared plus 5a squared. Then I'm going to find all my a's. There's an a right there, and here's an a right there. So it's plus a, and I have to include my negative 5 because this whole term is negative 5a. And I'm going to look for my AB's next. AB, AB. So I have negative 7ab plus 3ab. Then I'm going to look for my b's next. Here's a b, here's a b. So I have negative 3b plus 6b. And lastly, I have my b squareds. Plus 3b squared minus 4b squared. So now all I'm going to do is combine my coefficients. So 2 plus 5 is 7, and these are the a squared, so I just keep the a squared there. For my purples and my a's, I have plus 1a minus 5, so plus 1 minus 5 is minus 4a. And here I have minus 7 plus 3, which is minus 4. Excuse me. Minus 4ab And for my b's, I have minus 3 plus 6, which is plus 3b. And lastly, for my oranges, my b squared, I have plus 3 minus 4, which is minus 1b squared. And so that's my answer. So all we're doing is, again, for adding polynomials, we're dropping the brackets, and then all we're doing is combining the terms together. So it's almost exactly like what we're doing yesterday, but now we're just dropping the brackets and kind of ignoring the plus sign in the middle, and then we're just combining our terms together. So hopefully this helps, and